When you're in a relationship, do you let your partner know that you have sickle cell, or you wait until the relationship gets serious? This is one of the hardest decisions that a lot of sickle cell warriors are facing. Today, we're going to be talking about it.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
Hey, my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Precious John, here again. So, last week, I'm so sorry I'm saying last week, guys. Just because I drop my video every Saturday, that's what I'm saying last week. So I'm currently we are doing a love and sickle cell series on this channel, and episode 1, if you've not seen episode 1, just click on the description below. You're gonna see it. So watch episode 1 before you watch episode 2. Episode 1, I talked about what it feels like to have sickle cell, and episode 2, I'm gonna be talking about when is the right time to tell a partner that you have sickle cell. Please, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. I always beg you to comment, but you never do. I hope you listen to my begging today. Yeah, what else? Comment, share, like, spread love. Please support the video. Yeah. So with no further ado, let us get right into the video and turn on your post notification. So when should you actually tell someone that you have sickle cell? When is the right time to tell someone that you're in a relationship that you have sickle cell? If you know the answer to this question, comment the answer. It's a very sensitive topic because you're afraid that if I share this part of me, what's going to happen? How is the person going to take it? Is the person going to break up with me? Is the person going to break my heart? What is the person's what's the person's reaction going to be? Which is valid. These are all the questions that always runs through a sickle cell warrior's mind when they're thinking about being in a relationship. All these questions are valid because you don't know how the other party is going to take it. But the fear of being rejected is what makes a lot of sickle cell warriors not share their genotype with people that they want to go into a relationship with. Like, the fear of rejection can come from anywhere. The fear of rejection can come from friends. I've never been afraid to tell someone that I have sickle cell warrior, because instead of me to be afraid of telling them, I see it like it's a good weapon I can use to know who actually is truly my friend. Because sickle cell is a lot, like I always say in my videos, and a lot of people cannot stand it. They cannot be there, and it's not their fault. It's just too much to handle. Today, I want to advise everyone that is a sickle cell warrior that's watching me right now. There's nothing to be afraid of, because if the person that you're in love with leaves today, someone better will find you and accept you and love you for who you are. It's heartbreaking. It's easy to say, but it's very hard from experience. There was one time I was in love with a particular guy. I loved this guy so much. And I already told him I had sickle cell, and he was like, "Oh, it's fine." There's one thing in telling people that you have sickle cell, warriors. See that the fear of rejection comes in different ways, because you can tell someone you have sickle cell. You can be afraid to tell them, and you take out the fear and you tell them. Does not mean that they will not still reject you. And that's what people are afraid of. They don't want to be rejected. But me, I'm trying to tell you now that I told this guy I had sickle cell, but yet I was still rejected. In the beginning, it was like, "Oh, I accept you." But when he saw the real thing, the real deal, like when he saw what sickle cell actually is and what sickle cell can do to a person, he could not stand it. He ghosted me. He accepted me because I told him, and I really liked him, and he said he liked me. And he came to the hospital when I was sick, and he saw that I was on oxygen and I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't really talk. And he ghosted me because he's like, "No, I cannot deal with this." And it's okay. So, okay, imagine that I told him I was never afraid of telling him, but I was still rejected. That is just an example to let you know that regardless, there is nothing really to be afraid of. You can tell your partner early, you can decide to tell your partner late, but you cannot determine what their response is going to be. You can't. The right partner that God will send your way will not see sickle cell as a reason to walk away. Rather, they would want to help. They will want to support you. They will be very inquisitive. They will want to know and learn more about your illness. I remember when I met my husband, I told him pretty early. See, there's one thing with telling them, and there's one thing about, okay, they're interested. You can't really determine, because I told him as a tool for rejection, actually. I wanted him to reject me. I didn't tell him because, oh, I want to see if he's going to accept me. So it's different for people. When I met my husband, I told him as a tool to leave me, leave me, leave me. I'm not interested. Just go. But he didn't go. That was the irony. He wanted to stay. He wanted to be there. He didn't care if I had sickle cell or not. He wanted to be part of my journey regardless. He was very supportive. He asked a lot of questions, and that's what the right person would do. They will not just, all the other people I've met in the past, they didn't really care. They will just say, "Oh, you have sickle cell. No problem. If you have sickle cell, there's no problem now. I can still be with you." I used to remember the answer. "I can still be with you if you have sickle cell." But my husband didn't say, "Oh, you have sickle cell." No, he wanted to be part of my journey. He wanted to know what sickle cell was. He wanted to, like, I remember when I finally agreed to like date him, I had to sit him down and explain a lot of things about sickle cell to him, because this is not just boyfriend and girlfriend. This is someone that you want to spend. It's very, very serious, especially if you want to get married to someone that has sickle cell. They need to know a lot of things about you. They need to understand when you're in pain. Once you know that it's not everybody that's supposed to walk this sickle cell journey with you, you're going to have a lot of peace. And it's okay. Not everybody can go through, like, not everybody can be there, can withstand what a sickle cell warrior goes through. And that's all right too. You need to learn. Once you know that, the fear of telling people, there won't be fear of telling people. You'll be able to tell them easily. And let me tell you, the right person that want to walk this journey with you will look beyond your illness, will look beyond your condition, and they will even be happy with your sincerity. They'll be happy that you told them the truth. Because how do you even want to hide a crisis? There's no way you can hide it. If you're in the hospital for months, if it's someone that is not nonchalant, they will eventually find out. Even if the person is nonchalant, they will eventually find out. So there's no point lying. Tell them the truth. The right person that God has ordained for you would love you for that. A lot of you ignore the red flags because you just need somebody to love you. You stay. You don't tell them that you have sickle cell crisis and you still endure the way they treat you. If there's anybody watching this video right now and you're going through a toxic relationship as a sickle cell warrior and you choose to remain in that relationship because you just want to be loved, darling, you are loved. Because of your condition is not a reason for anybody to treat you anyhow. Please keep your standards by all means. Keep your standards. You know, marrying a wrong partner, it's hell on earth. It is more than hell for a sickle cell warrior. Imagine a sickle cell warrior marrying or being in a domestic violence marriage. It doesn't make sense. Please don't be in a relationship for the wrong reasons. Read books, learn, ask questions, do the right thing, and by the grace of God, prayerfully choose a partner, and God will help you in Jesus' name. Living with sickle cell requires strength. So choose a partner that sees your strength, not your condition. And thank you. We've come to the end of this episode, the second episode of when is the right time to tell your partner that you have the condition. I'm gonna see you all in episode 3. I hope you have fun. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, save, and spread love. Precious John signing out. Bye bye.